Let's be honest. Did you wake up tired today? No, I don't mean the 5 more minutes kind of tired. I mean the kind of tired that you feel deep in your bones. The kind where you open your eyes and almost immediately wish you hadn't. Where you slept 7, 8, maybe even 9 hours, but you still feel off. Like your body is here, but your energy decided to sleep in. If that sounds familiar, I need you to listen very closely. That feeling isn't your fault. For years, I thought it was just me. I thought I was lazy, not a morning person, broken. I tried every hack in the book: fancy supplements, expensive sleep trackers, blackout curtains, a mattress that cost more than my first car. Nothing worked, because I was trying to fix the wrong problem. The truth is, the modern world is training us to be tired. It's a silent conspiracy of blue lights, late-night notifications, and a hustle culture that tells us rest is a luxury. We've been disconnected from something ancient, something our bodies are screaming for: rhythm. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 4 simple, science-backed habits that will help you rebuild your natural energy cycle. This isn't about more hacks, this is about reconnection. And by the end of this video, you won't just know how to sleep better. You'll understand how to wake up feeling whole again, even when life gets in the way. So, put that phone down for just a moment and let's talk about how you can start waking up with the world, instead of just waking up in it. Habit 1. Greet the sun, not your screen. What's the very first thing you do when you wake up? If you're like most of us, before your feet even touch the floor, your hand reaches for your phone. You tell yourself it's just for a minute. Let me just check my email. Let me see what I missed on Instagram. Let me catch up on the news. But what you don't realize is that you are feeding your brain digital chaos before you've even given it a sip of water. You are starting your day in a state of reaction, of defense, responding to the world's demands before you've even had a chance to listen to your own thoughts. No wonder we feel like we're chasing the day before it's even begun. Then I learned something that changed everything. Your brain doesn't know what time it is, it only knows what light tells it. See, your body runs on an ancient internal clock called the circadian rhythm. This clock controls everything: your hormones, your mood, your focus, your digestion. And the main button that sets that clock every single morning is the light. Not just any light, natural morning sunlight. When that specific wavelength of light hits your eyes, it sends a powerful signal straight to your brain that says, "It's daytime. The show is starting. Let's go." It triggers a healthy spike in cortisol that wakes you up. It shuts down the melatonin machine that makes you sleepy, and it aligns every system in your body. But when the first light your brain sees is the artificial blue-tinted glow from your phone, your brain gets confused. It receives a weak, muddled signal. It doesn't fully turn off the sleepiness. And if that light is accompanied by a stressful email or a notification, your nervous system jolts from 0 to 100. You start your day in survival mode. So here's the habit. It's so simple it almost sounds silly. For the first 10 minutes of your day, do not look at your phone. Instead, greet the sun. Walk over to a window. Step outside onto your balcony. Just stand there and let the light hit your face. Let the air hit your skin. You don't have to do anything, just be. It's not a productivity hack, it's a biological command. You are telling your body, we are here, we are safe, and we are beginning. Now, I can hear you asking, but what if it's winter or it's always cloudy where I live? Great question. The sun's light is powerful enough to cut through clouds, so it still works. But if you live in a place with very dark mornings, you can invest in a simple light therapy lamp. These lamps are designed to mimic the spectrum of natural sunlight and can give your brain that same powerful wake-up call. The goal is simple: give your brain light before you give it screens. Start your day with calm, not chaos. Because when you do that, you don't just wake up, you arrive. Habit 2. Close the kitchen after the sun goes down. For a long time, 9:30 p.m. dinners were normal for me. I'd work late, cook something heavy, and eat it in front of a screen, thinking I was unwinding. I'd crash into bed feeling full and satisfied, but I'd always wake up foggy, bloated, and feeling like I'd just blacked out for 8 hours instead of actually resting. I blamed everything: stress, my mattress, getting older, but I never questioned the timing of that meal. And then I discovered a field of science called chrononutrition, which isn't just about what you eat, but when you eat, and it revealed a shocking truth. If your body is still digesting when you go to sleep, it isn't recovering. It's working a night shift. Think about it. For you to get deep, restorative sleep, the kind that repairs your cells, balances your hormones, and consolidates memories, your body needs to do 3 things: lower its core temperature, stabilize its blood sugar, and have a calm nervous system. A late, heavy meal does the exact opposite. It raises your body temperature, spikes your insulin, and keeps your digestive system working for hours. You might be lying in bed, but your body is still at the office. Here's the scary part. A study from the University of California found that people who eat within 2 hours of bedtime lose out on a significant amount of slow-wave sleep. Another study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that late-night eating can slash your deep, restorative sleep, the phase for memory and muscle repair, by up to 50%. 50%! You are literally robbing yourself of half of your recovery. So the habit is this: try to eat your last big meal of the day at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Now, I know what you're thinking. My work schedule is crazy, my kids have activities, my partner gets home late. Life is complicated. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. So let's troubleshoot. If you absolutely have to eat late because of work, make it a light, easily digestible meal. Think of a soup, a salad with some chicken, or a protein smoothie. The goal is to reduce the digestive load. If your family or social life revolves around a late dinner, try this. Eat a larger, more balanced meal on your own earlier in the evening, and then have a very small, light snack with them later. You get the social connection without the biological disruption. The difference I felt when I made this change was astounding. I stopped waking up starving or bloated. I just woke up light. My energy was stable. My mind was clear. Give your body the gift of a quiet night. No supplement or sleep app can give you the deep rest that comes from going to bed with nothing left to digest. And speaking of challenges, which of these first 2 habits feels like the biggest hurdle for you? The phone in the morning or the late night meal? Let me know in the comments below. You'd be surprised how many people are in the same boat, and we can all share tips that work. Habit 3. Create a sunset ritual. For most of my adult life, my nights were loud, not in volume, but in energy. Bright overhead lights, the endless scroll of social media, one more episode on Netflix, a last-minute check of my work email. I told myself I was relaxing, but I was actually revving my engine in softer packaging. And then I'd get into bed and wonder why I couldn't just switch off. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't fall asleep like flipping a switch. You fall asleep the way the sun sets, gradually, quietly, in layers. But we don't give ourselves a sunset anymore. We give ourselves a digital fire hose of stimulation right up until the moment we close our eyes, and then we expect our bodies to shut down on command. But we're not machines. We are biological beings that respond to signals. And I was sending my body all the wrong ones. I was crashing into sleep like a wave hitting concrete. So I decided to create my own sunset. I started calling 9 p.m. my soft boundary. At 9 p.m., the energy of my home shifts. The bright overhead lights go off and warm golden lamps come on. The laptop closes. The phone gets plugged into charge in another room. The sounds get quieter. Some nights I'll read a book, something interesting but not a thriller. Some nights I'll listen to calm music or a boring podcast. Some nights I just sit and do nothing. The first few times I did this, it felt empty, awkward. I felt like I was waiting for something to happen. Then I realized the silence was the thing. That quiet stillness I had been avoiding was the very doorway to the deep rest my body had been begging for. This isn't just a feeling, it's physiology. Dimming the lights and avoiding screens signals your brain to start producing melatonin, the hormone of darkness. Your heart rate begins to slow. Your body shifts out of the fight-or-flight sympathetic nervous system and into the rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system. You are literally preparing your body for repair. This habit changed more than my sleep. It changed my relationship with my evenings. They stopped being a frantic blur between dinner and collapse and became a sacred, quiet space that was mine. This isn't a routine you do to be more productive. It's a ritual you do to remember that you are human. So tonight, try giving yourself a little bit of sunset. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Put the screens away. Let your body feel the day ending and see what it does with that beautiful gift.
Habit 4. Move before the world moves you. I used to start my day already in debt. My eyes would open, my brain would immediately start racing through my to-do list, and I'd feel a wave of anxiety. I hadn't even stood up yet, and I was already behind. When you start your day from a place of deficit, your entire day becomes a reaction. You react to emails, you react to problems, you react to other people's needs. You never get ahead because you never truly get started on your own terms. I decided to flip the script with one simple principle: move before the world moves you. Within 30 minutes of waking up, I do something, anything, that gets me into my body before I get into my inbox. And I'm not talking about a grueling workout. I'm talking about 5 minutes of gentle, intentional movement. This is the key to generating energy, not just waiting for it. Before this habit, my mornings were a fog. I'd stare at a screen, waiting for 2 cups of coffee to kick in, hoping my brain would boot up by 10 a.m. Now I create that clarity myself. Morning movement is like a biological ignition switch. It gets your blood flowing, it raises your core body temperature, and it reinforces that wake-up signal to your circadian rhythm. On a chemical level, it releases dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters that regulate your focus and mood for the rest of the day. You are literally building the neurochemicals for a good day on demand.
So, here's your 5-minute movement menu. Pick one that feels good to you. The mindful start. Perfect if you live in an apartment or don't want to make noise. Just stand up and for 5 minutes, do some simple stretches. Reach for the sky, touch your toes, roll your shoulders, twist your spine. Breathe deeply while you do it. That's it. The energy seeker. If you need a little jolt, put on one of your favorite songs and just dance around your living room for its entire duration. No one is watching. Just feel the music and move your body. It sounds silly, but it's an incredible way to shake off the grogginess. The grounded walker. Simply step outside and walk around the block. No destination, no power walking. Just move, breathe the fresh air, and notice the world waking up around you. The point isn't to burn calories. The point is to send a clear message to your mind and body. We are here. We are awake, and we are choosing how we begin. It's a profound act of self-ownership. It's the proof that you can choose how you start before the world starts with you.
Conclusion. So, let's bring it all together. 1. Greet the sun before you greet your screen. 2. Close the kitchen when the sun goes down. 3. Create your own sunset ritual to wind down. 4. Move your body before the world moves you. For most of my life, I thought waking up tired was just a part of being an adult. I wore my exhaustion like a strange badge of honor. But the truth was, I wasn't broken. I was just out of rhythm. And these 4 habits weren't a magic fix. They were a return, a homecoming, a way back to listening to the quiet whispers of my own body. They taught me that the quality of your morning is decided the night before, and the quality of your day is decided in those first few moments after you wake up. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's not another way to optimize yourself into a productivity machine. It's about subtracting the things that are disrupting your natural state of being. It's about honoring your biology in a world that asks you to ignore it. So, if you've been waking up feeling like you're running on empty, maybe it's time to stop looking for a better engine and start looking for a better rhythm. Start small. Don't try to do all 4 of these at once. Pick the one that feels easiest, the one that resonates the most with you, and commit to trying it for just 1 week. See how you feel. If you're ready to reclaim your energy from a world that is designed to drain it, then hit that subscribe button and join us. We explore simple, powerful ways to feel more human in a frantic world. Let's find our rhythm together. Thank you for spending this time with me. Start small, start tonight, and I'll see you in the next one.